Live. As usual, we'll give everybody a few minutes to trickle in before we get started. I'm excited for this, I must say. This finale has been a long time in the making. Nyron, Tater, hi. Great to see you. Martin, hello. Wow, people are ready, it seems. What a night. Tell me about it, Martin. What time is it there? Is it 11 p.m. in Belgium? Is that right? Yes, caffeine-free Diet Coke. My on-stream consumables are going to be a bit more boring, but I think that's ultimately going to be good for everybody. His headness, Alex, more expected than the finale of Lost. And hopefully sticks the landing a little bit better. His headness high. I don't know about being the king, but it's nice to be back, and it's nice of you to say. It's good to have you. Ethan, DBZ, hi. Great to see both of you. Welcome. It's yeah, Martin, I realize it's pretty late there. I'm trying to strike a good balance since I have viewers both in Europe and in the States. I think that this is probably as early as I should generally do, because people on the East Coast at least are off work. Granted, in quarantine, that may kind of be a moot point, but Botham, hi, welcome. Shouldn't be that hard, especially since this isn't a finale. I mean, it's not a finale for me or for the channel, but we're gonna finish Earthbound. I mean, all that is left literally is the last fight, and then the game's ending post-battle is kind of unique and pretty long, so might take a bit, but that's all right. Steven, hi, welcome. It's good to be back. It's good to have all of you back. It's good to see all those names. Really good. Yeah, I will. I'll, when we actually start playing in another few minutes, I will give you all a recap about everything I did off screen during quarantine. I'd be up for a red Nuzlocke sometime. I have a few other things to do first. I want to do 100% of Talos Principle, mainly because even in my first run, I missed a lot of Easter eggs that I want to show everybody, and more significant than that, I want to play Road to Gehenna. That unfortunately won't be blind. I played it in quarantine and 100%ed it already, but it's really, really worth showing. It's a fantastic addition to the storyline, and if you thought some of the Talos base game puzzles were hard, Gehenna is fucking mind-bending. And then after Talos, I'm going to play a game called the Turing Test that Martin gifted me when I announced that I was coming back. And after those three, things are a little bit more up in the air. I'm leaning toward Siege of Dragonspear, the expansion to Baldur's Gate. Not so much for Siege of Dragonspear itself. I mean, I don't want to badmouth it either. I haven't played it. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. But I really want to get to Baldur's Gate 2. I need some John Irenicus in my life. But I'm a little more flexible after Turing Test. I would definitely consider a red Nuzlocke. I've never done a Nuzlocke before. It would be a first for me. Hey Zephyr, good to see you here. Glad to have your follow and your presence here on stream. This is going to be good. I hope anyway. This should have been the promo material for a stay-at-home COVID campaign. How's that? Just my little background here. Oh my goodness, Tater! Thank you for giving a gift sub to Zephyr. Zephyr, welcome to the sub club. all it really gets you is a nice little bit of flair and access to some custom emotes, but I hope you enjoy them. You've got one of my face and one of each of my dogs. So, all right. So, we have a very healthy number of people here. Most of you have been here before, but I think it's good to say a bit about the game. We're playing Earthbound. Before I went on hiatus, this was... for a while, it was my side project, and then when I finally finished Fallout New Vegas, it kind of became my main. Been playing it for a while. A lot of episodes in the backlog. I don't know exactly how many, but for those of you who are totally unfamiliar with it, Earthbound is a JRPG, like pretty classic Dragon Quest style JRPG in terms of gameplay. The real selling point for me is the storyline, and I'll explain kind of the highlights of the game so far for those of you who either didn't see it or don't remember. But the game, what Shigesato Itoi, the creator, set out to do was create an RPG that's based in the real world, and it came out in the mid-90s. So there are lots of not really subtle references to real-world events that were going on around that time. For instance, well, let me back up a little. On the surface level, it's a game set in like a faux version of America in the mid-90s. You have a group of teenagers who are fighting off an alien invasion with weapons like baseball bats and frying pans and guns and swords. And there's also 3 of them have like psychic powers, which kind of function as magic spells. But what's cooking underneath the surface a bit, just for a few examples of how the game... It has this like rainbow bright technicolor funky feel to it with the visual aesthetic, and it's got a quirky sense of humor in the dialogue, and that is all kind of masking some pretty dark stuff. Like in the first town in the game, the last fight you get in is when 5 cops and their captain attack you. And for those of you who are familiar with the Rodney King incident, you may remember that in that incident, there were 5 officers and 1 sergeant present for the beating of Rodney King. In the second town, you fight a cult called the Happy Happyists, who want to paint everything blue, and so they wear these blue robes, and they're like silly and they seem really weird unless you know about Aum Shinrikyo in Japan, which did the sarin gas attacks in the Tokyo subways. That cult was based on a dairy farm, and their slogans were very upbeat and happy, and their founder dressed in a blue robe, very similar to the cultists in this game. So that's kind of sort of the tone that it has. It's like really upbeat and cheery, and all of the dark stuff just sailed by me when I played it when I was a kid in the 90s, but I really appreciate it now as an adult. So that's kind of what this game is, and there's a little bit more I want to say about it after we actually get to the ending. But as far as logistics of like where I left off and what I've done while we were off screen, I got all the way to the point where I could have started the final fight, but I had a few more levels to gain before I hit the level cap, and I also wanted to find the best weapon for the main character, a weapon called the Gutsy Bat. There's a rare enemy in the final area called the Bionic Kraken. Like, they aren't easy to find. Like, they're maybe 1 in 25 encounters, and when you fight a Bionic Kraken, it has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping the Gutsy Bat. So it took me a really, really long time to find one. In fact, this is the first one I've ever found in 25 years of playing this game, but I did find the Gutsy Bat. My characters are all at the level cap, and I paused on a fight because this was the only enemy in the zone that we hadn't encountered yet, so I wanted to be sure to show it to you. And I think, with all that said, we are actually ready to get started playing. So, I'm just demoing this one monster. I'll probably run from anything else, but This is a squatter demon. It's just a palette swap of the boogie tent that we fought way back in Threed, the third town. We'll just bash it to death. It'll be pretty easy. There we go. Easy peasy. So everybody should be in perfect condition. So I'll show you my stats first. So main character Trav's at level 99, as is Tiff, as is Nyron, as is Lost. And gear-wise, you can see Trav has his Gutsy Bat. He's got a star pendant, a Pixie's bracelet, and a shiny coin. They did make a sequel. It's called Mother 3. It came out for the Game Boy Advance eSport. Tiff has a Holy Fry Pan, a star pendant, a goddess band, and a goddess ribbon. Nyron's got a Gaia beam, a star pendant, a cherub's band, and a souvenir coin. And Lost has the sword, cloak, bracer, and diadem of kings. Well, Nyron, tell me, what's the issue with the sound now? I can try to fix it. Is it feedback from the game audio? Is that the problem? I was worried about that using the integrated stuff. Okay. Wonder how we can fix that. I have an idea. Hold on a second. I'm going to get my AirPods and get game audio into them, so it should still stream from the. I'll have it pull from the game as an audio source, so you all can hear it, and then the microphone should only pick up my voice. I'll be right back. Alright, let me... Well, yeah, but it's, let me see here. I want to add an audio source right quick. Here we go. Let me know if adding this fixes the problem to any degree. Did that get it? Okay, good. So we don't need to mess around with the AirPods. Yeah, eventually I'll have all my peripherals back and things will be much better, but this will do for now. Good, I'm glad. Tiff! Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Lower the in-game audio. Okay, I can do that too. Let's try that. Is that better? Can you hear me better? Okay, let's roll. So like I said, we're just making a beeline to the final boss, so I'm probably going to run from encounters. That's my favorite Canadian. If you're wondering why we became robots, it's because we had to travel 2,000 years into the past in order to confront the end boss and defeat it for good, and our physical bodies could not have survived the trip, so we actually had to transfer our minds and spirits into these robot bodies so we could use the phase distorter to travel back in time. Tater! Thank you so much for gifting Tiff a sub. Tiff, you now have access to my face and both of my dogs. Or, no, tier 1, just my face. I have a pretty good eyebrow arch. Anyway, thank you so much, Tater. Very, very generous with the gift subs. Making me feel better on my return. I appreciate it. Alrighty. Keep on going. These things spook me because they cast Starstorm on the first turn. At level 99, we shouldn't have much problem getting away from the enemies, but you never quite know. This is the last enemy screen. I was hoping to get a preemptive strike. That's alright. You gotta be careful trying to actually walk past them or they'll gank you from behind, as I'm sure you remember. Alright, this should just about do it. This thing will die. Not that it matters where. Most definitely at the experience tab. Alright, here we go. This is it. Behold the tonal shift. Suddenly we're in a mess of intestines. Eldritch horror abounds, and it's only going to get worse. 1995 Super Nintendo style. Yeah, our minds and souls are inside these robot bodies. And here's where the final fight happens. Trav, are you surprised? It is a weird time to join, Tiff. You kind of missed my spiel at the beginning, but the elevator pitch of this game is it's a Super Nintendo JRPG that's modeled on the real world. So for 95% of the game, it's got like that wonky Technicolor Rainbow Bright visual aesthetic, and you heard the battle music. It's like something out of Rocco's Modern Life. But it's peppered with little references to nasty real-world stuff like the Rodney King beating and the Aum Shinrikyo sarin gas attacks. And then suddenly you get to the very end and bam, out of nowhere, like intestines and cosmic horror and everything. So let's see what's going to happen. It's me, Pokey. I assist only the strong and able. That's Pokey. You guys look pathetic. The Apple of Enlightenment has already made a prediction, but I won't let what the Apple of Enlightenment predicted take place. You guys will be beaten by Gygus. Gygus will be stronger, a more powerful entity than any other. Why? Because of me. I was led by Gygus, and now I'm here. The Apple of Enlightenment couldn't predict this. Master Gygus. No, Gygus is no longer the wielder of evil. He has become the embodiment of evil itself, which he cannot control on his own. He is the evil power. Gygus and his cohort attacked. So during this phase of the battle, you cannot do anything to Gygus, and anything you try to do to him will reflect off and damage you instead. In this first phase, your only goal is to defeat Pokey. So, Pokey is susceptible to paralysis, so we're going to have Trav use Paralysis Alpha on Pokey until it works. Gygus has access to your main character's, Psy, whatever you named it. He's got all 4 levels of that special power, so it's really important to get a Psychic Shield up, but you want to make sure it's not a Power Shield, because if it will double reflect back onto you, so her first turn, we need Tiff to cast Psy Shield Sigma. Nyron's Gaia Beam is more powerful than Heavy Bazooka. so we're just going to have him attack. And for Lost, we'll have him do Freeze Gamma to target Potent. Here we go. He got it off before I got my shield up. Gunnar, welcome. It's great to see you. You're just in time for the final showdown. There we go. There's now Pokey's helpless. Gygus is going to keep casting gnarly spells at me. Let's see. I'll go ahead and do Omega Life Up since he got one off. Now that the shield is up, it can absorb 3 attacks, so I need to keep count of how many attacks I absorb. But for now, I have Tiff use switch to Freeze Omega. The others stick with what they were doing. Alright, that's one. Heavily armed Pokey. Alright, now we'll whack him with the Gutsy Bat. Keep going with our offense. That's 2. Dang it. Alright, bash. Gotta worry about speed differential, so we're gonna go ahead and do Shield Sigma again. See, there we go. Gygus went first. That'll take down our shields. Fortunately, we have another one coming right up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I understand you guys are already claiming to be heroes. Well, it is a gazillion years too early for you to oppose Gygus. You must feel pretty stupid to keep fighting without even knowing what Gygus looks like. If you were to ever see Gygus, you'd be so petrified with fear, you'd never be able to run away. That's how scary it is. So do you want me to turn off the Devil's Machine? Well, prepare to be amazed. Alright, we got through phase 1. So isn't this terrifying? I'm terrified too. Gygus cannot think rationally anymore, and he isn't even aware of what he is doing now. His own mind was destroyed by his incredible power. What an almighty idiot. Yep, that's what he is. And you will be just another meal to him. Alright, this is phase 2. So, obviously we can now damage Gygus. We still want to keep his shield up. We've still got 3 more turns of shield left from phase 1. So, to get through phase 2, we need to deal, I think, about 2,000 damage to him. So, I think, because I have the Gutsy Bat, I want to save all of my psi points for heals. So I'm just going to bash. Tiff, for now, I'm still going to do Freeze Omega. Nyron will shoot. And Lost will do Freeze Gamma. Gunnar, thank you so much for the $15 donation. It's really good to be back. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Alright, let's get him again. We were lucky he got solidified that turn. Alright, that'll do for phase 2. You must really be at the end of your rope. In this bizarre dimension, you four are the only force fighting for justice. And here you stand, waiting to be burned up with all the rest of the garbage of this universe. Ha! That's so sad. I can't help but shed a tear. You know, my heart is beating incredibly fast. I must be experiencing absolute terror. Do you want to scream for help here in the dark? Ha 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 ha! Why not call your mommy, Trav? Say, Mommy, Daddy, I'm so frightened, I think I'm gonna wet my pants. I know you have telepathy or something, so just try and call for help, you pathetically weak heroes of so-called justice. No one will help you now. Don't worry, your pitiful suffering will be over soon. Alright, here we are in phase 3. Walt! It's great to see you here. I noticed you followed when I was offline. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. We're in the final fight of a sweet little Super Nintendo game called Earthbound. I don't know if you've ever played it. But now we need to reorient everyone except Tiff to defense. So, for phase 3... Oh, that's right. You haven't seen my face, have you? Well, this is me. And thanks to Tater, you now have access to it as an emote. Welcome to the sub club. It's really good to see you here, Walt. Welcome. So, I keep telling people about this game. I kind of want to spread the word. The elevator pitch kind of version of it is, it's a Super Nintendo JRPG, came out in the mid-90s, but it's supposed to be reflective of the modern world, and in some ways that happens on a real surface level, like it's set in this faux America country, and you know, you wear baseball caps and you fight with a baseball bat and you're fending off an alien invasion, but it's peppered with references to actual really dark things like the Rodney King beating and the Aum Shinrikyo Tokyo subway attacks. And most of the game has this like really rainbow bright Technicolor visual aesthetic that you'll actually get to see after this fight. And then, like, out of nowhere, this very last battle takes this turn into this freaky eldritch horror. Like, nothing in the rest of the game looks remotely like this. So, for phase 3, the final phase, I actually haven't played RE3 Remake yet, Hedness. I want to save that and stream it live sometime. So, we want to keep everybody on defense except for Tiff. She's the only one who can actually do anything to Gygus. So, for the moment, we still have 3 turns of Psychic Shield up. So, I'm just going to defend. Pokey actually gave you a hint about how to solve this fight when he told you to try calling for help. This pray command that Tiff has access to, that we have completely ignored for the entire game, is the only way to win the final fight. So we have her pray. We'll have Nyron do... Well, he doesn't have anything good. And we'll have Lost do Monkey's Love, just on the off, because it will sometimes work and it'll take a turn off of him, which would be nice. So... Tiff prayed from the bottom of her heart. Please give us strength if it is possible, please. Somebody help us. And we get a glimpse out to Saturn Valley. So this is what the rest of the game looks like, for you people who came into Intestines and Eldritch Horror. Oh, it's the Mr. Saturns and Apple Kid and Dr. Andonuts. and Gerardo Montague. All of the Mr. Saturns felt a new, startling feeling they had never experienced before, and they all started praying for the safety of Trav and his friends. Gygas's defenses became unstable. Oh yeah, now this is time for another fun little remark about the nature of the final fight. So, most of the game is set in the mid-90s, and then here at the ending, it said you have to go 2,000 years back in the past because Gygas is already too powerful for you to oppose. So think again about those intestines we walked through, and look really, really closely at the negative space the pattern in the background is creating. Like, this is some really fucked up shit if you think about it, because that's a fetus. And the thought is that the final battle is more or less us going back in time far enough to abort Gygas, essentially, which is really, really dark. Anyway, same thing. Defend, pray, defend, try monkey love. Trav. I'm happy, Trav. Tiff prayed from the bottom of her heart. Please give us strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. Well, that's the Runaway 5. So obviously these are all characters that we met earlier in the game. Suddenly, one of the Runaway 5 felt something stop him, and he prayed fervently for the safety of Trav and his friends. $57 damage. Same thing. Tiff prayed from the bottom of her heart. Please give us strength. Speed this prayer to all the people of the earth. So we got Tiff's parents and her preschool kids. Tiff's father thought he somehow heard his daughter's voice and prayed sincerely for the safety of Tiff and her friends. Obviously, I named the girl in this game before my wife served me divorce papers. Trav, 113 damage. It's not right, not right, not right. Okay. And so, you know, that one did about double the damage of the first one. It's 57 to 113. Same pattern again. I don't know why he's not attacking, but I'll take it. I'll also use the monkey love. Trav. It hurts, Trav. It's not right, not right, not right. There it comes. Not grasp the true form of Gygas' attack. Oh, our psychic shields were absorbing it, that's right. 3 turns, and now his attacks are coming through. Please give us strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. These are Nyron's best friend Tony and his boarding school classmates. Suddenly, Tony felt anxious about Nyron, and he prayed strongly for the safety of Nyron and his friends. $207 damage. And we'll just keep people guarding until we actually take some damage. Prayed from the bottom of her heart. Please grant us power. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. This is Lost's home country. Would have given you nightmares if you played this as a kid. It didn't give me nightmares, but I was pretty shocked by the sudden, stark total shift. A young woman in Dalam woke from a dream in which Prince Lost died, and she began to pray for the well-being of Lost and his friends. $355. I'm happy. Go back, Trav. It hurts. It hurts. Friends. Friends. Right from the bottom of our heart, please grant us strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, we ask for this. The game has turned very religious. Sorta. It's not like there's a deity involved, but... Ah, it's Frank. Remember Frank? Second boss. Suddenly, Frank recalled Trav's shining young face, and began to pray diligently for the safety of Trav and his friends. 688. Damage is going up. Eastport. Yeah, Silent Hill 2. That's a whole order of magnitude beyond this. Please grant us power. Speed this prayer to all the people of the earth. Oh, it's our house. Mom and sister and dog. Suddenly, Trav's mother felt terribly uneasy, and she began to pray for the safety of her son and his friends. $1884 damage. Trav, it hurts. It hurts. Oh. That was Sci-Fire. Lost got smacked because he doesn't have a star pendant. Everybody else is fine for the same reason. I'm gonna have Trav keep Lost, heal Lost. Everybody else is still just gonna pray and defend. Go back. Trav! Trav! That was Flash. Again, Lost doesn't have a star pendant, but I can't think of anyone else. It doesn't matter that he's crying because we're not physically attacking, so I'm not going to bother healing that. I can't think of anyone else. Someone, anyone, please help us. Tiff's call was absorbed by the darkness. Now, remember... Well, I won't say it in advance. So... we're good. So we pray again. Go back. I'm happy. Faith. That's thunder. Tiff prayed from the bottom of her heart. Someone, can you hear me? Please give us strength. Oh yeah, and so at one point the game had me input my real name, like it broke the fourth wall and said, you, the one holding the controller, please put your name in. So that's what's happening here. Tiff and her friends' calls touched the heart of blah blah blah. Vida prayed for the kids, having never even met them before. 3275. Kept praying. 5563. Travis kept praying. 12,325. Apparently my prayers are very powerful. Travis kept praying. 26,200. we go. Trav, now well, it's going to seem like I'm running away, but perhaps I'll just sneak away to another era to think about my next plan. It's a good bet that we will see each other again. Alright, I'll be seeing you. Power of ex-Mormonism. You get an ex-Mormon to pray, shit goes down. So now which one of us do you think is the cool guy? So we'll watch Gygus' death animation and then we'll enjoy the ending. My praying was so powerful I could abort a fetus. Yes, exactly. This end sequence is so screwed up. Oh yeah, no, it's an incredibly dark ending. So I won't talk during scenes, but I think when we get to the credits is when I'll do my yammering. Our robot bodies are all smashed up. The war against Gygus is over. Good lord, Tater has given 8 gift subs between yesterday and today. It's mind-boggling. Friend, thank you so much. Oh, look, it's our real bodies. Back in Saturn Valley. In the 90s. We're back! Compression algorithm couldn't deal with the noise from Gygus. Oh, the audio. Our travels together end here. I must return to Dalam and use this experience for the good of my country. Trav, Tiff, Nyron, let me demonstrate a strange power before I go. I realized this power as a child. Sigh farewell, now. I'll see you again someday. Video went berserk. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Wish I had known that was going to happen. Tiff, Trav, it was great to hang out with you guys. It really was. I'm glad that I had the chance to use some of the theories that I have been studying so hard. It's remarkable. If, just maybe, well, if you two get hitched someday, maybe I'll be the one that fixes your broken electronic appliances. I'm going to stay here for a while and see if I can learn more from Dr. Andonuts. I mean, from my dad. So it looks like this is goodbye for now, my friends. Trav, will you escort me home? Yes. I'll miss all of you, but I have to go back to being just a regular kid. Well, I gotta get going. Alright. So we're back in control, and I like the ending of this game because you get to go back through the world without any monsters and without Gygas's evil influence, and everybody's got brand new dialogue, so we'll be at this a while, but I enjoy it. Open the present. There's a letter from the kids inside. There's a letter from Mom. There's a letter from Tony. Alright, let's read these letters. Start with Tony. Dear Nyron, everything's really going great here. I wish I could have gone with you on your adventure, even just part of the way, but instead I'm sitting here waiting for you in Winters. I want to see you again as soon as possible. I can't wait to see your cheerful face. I bet your glasses are dirty. If you come back, I'll clean them for you. Like I said, I'm waiting for you. Yours truly, Tony. P.S. Don't show this letter to anyone. Rusty! Hi! Welcome. We'll do the letter from kids. Dear Tiff, how are you doing? I'm fine. I fine too. So are me. Me also. Me okay. Please come and play with us again at the Polestar Preschool. Oh yeah, one more thing. Bring us some presents, if you have any. Sincerely, your friends at the Polestar Preschool. And letter from Mom. Dear Trav, how are you? Since you left home on your journey, things have changed around here. For example, I don't have as much laundry. Also, we don't seem to eat booze as much as we used to. I heard that you defeated some universal evil character. What was it, Googie or something like that? Well, that sounds really great. I want to hear all the details, so hurry home, okay? Tracy, Hank, and I are waiting for you. Love, Mama. Was scared. Now KO. I strong. Boing. Oh, breathe is so good. Zoom. Talk to the Saturns. I do what I say. Cross heart. It was fun hanging out together. It's a miracle that has only happened because of your great courage. Believe me, I went through a lifetime's worth of stress while you were gone. I just wish I could have come with you as a robot. I should have used the phase distorter. What a story that would have been. Scientist and 4 kids saved the world. The chance of Gygas gaining victory with his monstrous plan is 99%. However, your courage has produced a 1% chance that Gygas fails. I must try to come to a deeper understanding of this trait called courage. Incredible! Excellent! I'm not quite sure what for, but congratulations on a job well done. If we ever have the chance to get together again, let's go on a picnic or something. Maybe we could play horseshoes, too. It was in Winters that we last met? I just got here. Dee. I think new things, difficult things from now. It's happy hour. Happy, boing, more happy, ding ding, much more happy. Boo-boos, big happy, zoom! Eureka, ding, I wish fall in love. Okay, that's the same. Make new thing, must make, daddy, boing. Odd. So Rusty, if it's happy hour, I assume you're drinking something. May I ask what? Hi. Okay, stores are still the same. Forgot which one isn't a store. Oh, no, they're all salesmen. Okay. Do I have plans to play Earthbound 0 or Mother 3 sometime? You know, I have actually never played Mother 3, so I would definitely be down for that. Helpful! I have played Earthbound 0. Appreciate, I so happy. Zoom. It's a little bit esoteric, honestly. Dakota. We're not going to drink coffee. We'll replay that same scene, and it won't make any sense. Sweet, fresh field. Bell rings. Ding, ding, boing. Alright. But yeah, Earthbound 0 is a little bit retro and primitive, even for me to consider streaming. But Mother 3, I would really like to give a try, because I've never played it, and I have heard good things. I've heard that it's kind of even more moving than this one is. Let's see. Anybody else to talk to before we leave? That's the doctor. the other one's the hotel clerk, so we can leave here. Head back through the cave. The Mother series could use an FF7 remake treatment. I mean, you know, this is core gameplay loop is very much Dragon Quest. I haven't played any of the newer Dragon Quests. How are they? Can't remember. No, there's nobody up here. So we'll be at this for a little bit, but I guess I can do my rambling while we're just walking. So what the theme of this game really is, and that's why I feel privileged to have played it as a kid and then come back to it as an adult, that crazy final fight sequence was actually inspired by a traumatic experience that the creator Shigesato Itoi had when he was a little boy. He walked into the wrong movie theater and saw what he remembered as a rape scene from a film called, The Military Policeman, and I forget the name of the movie. It's gonna bother me until it pops back into my head. But he, and so that scarred him, because, you know, he was way too young, and like some of Giygas's dialogue, like "it hurts," "I feel good," "I'm happy," is directly cribbed from that scene that he saw when he was a kid. And really that battle represents, and he's actually spoken candidly about this, that battle represents the moment childhood innocence is lost. And so what really makes this Military Policeman and the Dismembered Beauty, that's it, yes. Thank you. Glad you got it, Steven. So, what the game is actually really about, and that's, you know, that battle is sort of the culmination of it, is the loss of childhood innocence and the entrance into the real world. And both the good and the bad, because, you know, all throughout the game they say that you're going to encounter difficult things, but remember to keep your sense of humor about you and stick close to your friends. And it's, you know, I'm not sure who you are, but congratulations. So the game is so satisfying because it's really reflective of that transition point. I suspect you might not get as much out of it if you didn't play it when you were a kid and then come back to it as an adult, but thematically I think it achieves that sort of underlying meta-narrative about entering adulthood just flawlessly in a way that wouldn't be possible in another medium. I'm so glad you wiped out the zombies. Let me give you a kiss. I'm blushing. Aye! Zombie! I'm watching a zombie movie. Can you come by later? So, some of this is different. Visit 3 again. I've lost the key to my house, so I can't get in. No, you don't need to look for it. I'll look for it myself. The bakery is next door. Okay. We don't need to talk to storekeeps, but... After the buses started running again, I decided to come see my boyfriend. I really shouldn't have, though. Haha, check him out. I think he's the bee's knees. Oops, I mean way cool. He used to be in a band. Whoa, dude, like my old girlfriend from Tucson hunted me down, man. I'm totally bummed, because I have another girlfriend here in Threed. It's been a trip watching me play it. Oh, good, I'm glad. If you would have taken me along to hunt zombies or something, I would have been a big help. I'm probably going to miss some people. I'm trying to stick with my completionist ethos and be thorough and talk to all the characters, but I'm not afraid of no zombie. When they come out, I'll beat them by myself. Actually, I don't want them to come out. They're way too scary. Oops. Okay. Since then, I've really matured. I'm doing well in the health food business. People can get over any illness they might catch. Don't you think it's a great business? Sure. I could make you believe anything. Let's try saying no. No. Okay, so it's not for you. Oh yeah, we can't talk to... Ooh! Can't talk to the zombies anymore. That's a shame. I thought there was something more to you than just your smile. No one is here now. We won because of our brains, guts, and togetherness. Wow, what a rush. Zombies and ghosts are not on the loose anymore. Oh yeah, you guys got rid of the monsters. Oops. Let's see. Anyone in here? No. Don't worry, these early towns are actually significantly bigger than the later ones, you may remember. This town used to be dark, but thanks to you, now it's bright. Hey, I heard you got a share of the treasure found in the desert. It didn't seem to change you at all, though. Okay, that's almost everything freed. We just have the hotel in the center tent. I told you the wrong band name before. I said Runway Fire. The real name is Runaway 5. My girlfriend corrected me. I came from Foreside by bus. Buffalo? Oh yeah, I saw lots. It's awesome. That one's empty. Nice music emotes. Whose channel are those from, Steven? Especially near the graveyard, it's dangerous, but now it's been cleaned up, so it's safe, just to let you know. Alrighty. Check out the tent, and then we'll move on. We'll head to Foreside. This town is at peace, but my wife and kids won't speak to me. What's the problem? I'll blame you for the rest of my life. You made our lives peaceful. I can sleep again. It's like you used a bunch of peace paper, right? It became really quite peaceful compared to before. Since the tunnel was cleared, many cars have started driving through it. It's incredibly noisy. Actually, I'm kind of glad I got to see real zombies. I didn't like fighting the zombies, but those days were never dull. Head over to the desert next. Did I do this one? No, I didn't. Oh, it's empty. Hey, do you remember me? I had to run all over to escape the zombies. Now I can't remember where my house is. I told you this before, remember? Huh? I never saw you before? I guess I can't remember anything, right? Sorry, I'm going back earlier in chat. I got excited when Steven remembered the name. East and his headness, there are, you know, it kind of takes a lot for me to like a JRPG, but I would wholeheartedly recommend this one. And the other one that I really, really love is Chrono Trigger. If you haven't played that, that's definitely on my list. Alright. To the desert. We are also running an inn, mister. No. We don't need to stay. Good chat with folks in the desert. Oh yeah, and the monkeys. Welcome. Our paradise exists beneath that hole. Talarama is great and kind, and he knows everything Talarama does. He made us the underground rooms. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, the monkey's dialogue hasn't changed. Oh, that's good. That means we can just run to the end. I didn't even realize Chrono Trigger was on Steam. I was planning to emulate it. maybe that speaks poorly of me. But, I appreciate the heads up, DBZ. I can't remember which forks to take, it's been so long. Oh, Legend of Dragoon. I forgot that game. That one was good. But like I said, the ones I really like, they bring something extra to the table. Like the addition combat system in Legend of Dragoon is what I loved about it. That game was just a blast to play. Kept you on your toes every fight. The Steam version of CT is trash. Good to know. Who did the port, do you know? God dang it, where is he? There he is. You've been exceedingly patient. You've overcome many hardships. I praise all of you for your courage. Yeah, other than DBZ discussing the menu open close taking an eternity, what else is so bad about it? Do tell. What'd they screw up? Alright. Wonder if you can still get Sunstroke. I know there are no enemies. I'm just a pile of bleached bones. I can't talk, as he said. These two haven't changed their dialogue. I don't think you can still get Sunstroke, even though it is doing the sweating animation. One of them would have gotten it by now, for sure. Alright. Keep on keeping on. Desert. Alright, those guys are the same. We'll check out the mining operation and then head on to Foreside. They only found a diamond. Well, you take what you get. They're all the same. Yeah, we were fully restored after our fight with Gygas. Don't need to stay at the inn, that's for sure. A lot of bugs, boot problems, save files randomly corrupting. Well, that sounds horrendous. I think I will stick with my plan to just emulate. It's a port of the mobile version. Oh, well, I've actually messed around with the mobile version a little bit, and that was frigging atrocious. Give me the SNES original. You know this song from Smash? Oh yeah, no, Smiles and Tears is from Earthbound. And it even has lyrics. I'm debating whether to sing along or not when we actually get to the end credits. I think I will. I'm not embarrassed. In the future, you will build cities and even create a country. I'm counting on you. No debate needed, you must. Oh, very well. That guy's dialogue hasn't changed. Yeah, no, that's actually a good point. When I'm talking about this game, everybody's played Smash, so I always one of the points I can give is this is the origin game for NES. Hey you meet a beautiful, seductive woman who's looking for me. Tell her hi. Anyway, I don't think a woman like that would be looking for me. Hey Karis, good to see you. Well, you missed the nightmarish final fight. Now we're in the peaceful ending where we get to wander the world without dealing with the monsters. Flamboyant! Hi! Yes, I love this game. I've already done, we beat Gygus earlier in the stream, and so I'm just leisurely enjoying my ending now. But I already waxed poetic about how wonderful this game is. I played it when I was a kid, and then I came back to it as an adult, and I really get a lot out of it just because of the way it's thematically entirely about becoming an adult. The hint that I gave you was critical to helping you win. Happy, we rock! Hey, long time no see. I've thought of a new joke since before. Knock knock, who's there? Sawyer. Sawyer who? Sawyer doing well, I'm fine too. You don't think it's funny? I really thought this would be funny to you. Now my self-confidence is totally shot. Back to therapy. Sorry about the other day. This sidewalk cafe isn't as profitable as it used to be. This is just a hangout for the regulars. Oh, it's Pokey's dad. Whee! Trav. Pokey left me, his own dad, and just disappeared. If you see him, tell him that he should take better care of his father. Don't tell my wife and Onette that I've been spending my time here. Whee! Good evening, hero. How about an espresso? I'm fine. I'm not drinking the... I hate these hiccups. Yes, there. Another cappuccino here. That's Nintendo of America censorship, which they were famous for back in the day. In the original Japanese version, the cafe was a bar and they admitted everybody was drunk, but apparently they thought American audiences with our puritanical nonsense couldn't handle that. One person requested a shampoo and cut. They must have thought that a bad hair day could be treated at the hospital. Either that or they wanted their medical insurance to cover their grooming. So Flamboyant, what led you to give this game a try 25 years down the line? Grandma's gonna get better, huh? I'm just enjoying being with my grandchildren. I'll be better soon. Do you have grandchildren? No. Yes, you seem a little young for that. Yeah, 13-year-olds with grandkids would be bad news. Where else? I'm very punctual about time and careful with money. I don't look like it, though. No, you don't. That's a shopkeeper, I remember. I need to talk to them. So we can check out the Monodally building. Let's... Hello, babyface. What brings you to the Enriched Flavor building? It sounds like your lifestyle isn't something I'd be that proud of. Oh, Trav, Tiff. I'm Guildguard Monodally. Don't you remember me? I returned this building to Mr. Enriched Flavor. Now I'm working as an elevator man. I'm very happy and it's good to be alive. I heard of your many successes. Wonderful. This elevator goes directly to the 47th floor. All aboard! Just kidding. Oh! For some reason the music shift doesn't apply to this particular interior. A lot has happened to me. I have to try and sort it all out. Thinking is tough for me. When I'm off duty from my bodyguard job, I still have a lot of pent-up energy. But don't worry, I won't come after you. Unless you're kinda itching for a fight. So yeah, this was Pokey's office. This was his dad's, so they're probably both empty. Yeah. This elevator goes to the top of this building, the 48th floor. Enjoy your ride, even though it's only one floor. You read a book about it. A book about Earthbound. I'm curious, what book? Just inside the elevators, the music shift didn't work. That's weird. Quite remember the exact way through here, but we'll get there. This looks right. Bam! You've brought the town of Forside back to life. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. A series of books called Boss Fight Books, and the first volume is called Earthbound. Fascinating. Tell me more, what did it say? That made the game so irresistible to you. Perfect. No reference to 42 Nintendo. Mostly an autobiography of his life and his experience with it, when he played with a brother back in the 90s, then replaying it in his 30s for the sake of writing the book. Oh, that sounds a lot like my pattern. I misjudged you guys. I thought you were little snot-nosed pups. I know better now. Somehow I felt like the lights would get turned off in the department store. I guess it's just a mouse's sixth sense. Everything's so expensive. Should I return to my hometown? Well, that's really cool. I know some stuff about the dev process. Like, I know that eToy was really focused on making sure that the dialogue translated well into English. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Man, I'm so busy. Don't bother me, kid. I'd be really curious to read that kind of stuff, actually, about some of these. I want to save up some money and go to Summers or somewhere else to relax. Games I consider formative. When I grow up, I want to work for Ape as a programmer. Do you have any connections with those guys? No. Oh, you didn't have to answer. It was dumb of me to ask you that question. Plus, you're skipping school too, right? What was so interesting about the localization? I mean, I know that obviously it was originally a Japanese game, and like he was very heavily involved in the English translation. Like, didn't he have somebody speak all the lines to make sure they actually made conversational sense? Something like that? You're getting in better shape every time I see you. Don't you want to be a police officer? I mean, not really, but it's nice of you to say. What's happening in Minneapolis? Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like that's gotten any better. You're very young, but you brought something very precious back to the people in this town. Thank you. I heard they couldn't find the buried gold. Those guys worked really hard, but all they got was a diamond. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and repeat in a little more detail for the people who weren't here at the very start. Bread in this town has a very plain, nondescript flavor to it. To tell you the truth, I'm the owner of this bakery. Oh yeah, this guy. I was thinking there's a tightwad born every minute. So in the very first town, the final boss fight is you get attacked by 5 cops and their captain, which is a direct reference to the Rodney King beating, which, for those of you who don't know or don't remember, was 5 police officers and 1 sergeant. Venus, she's become even more beautiful. Let's check out the Dinosaur Museum. Go inside. And the other really direct nod to something real. Hold on. Wonder how many animals go extinct before human beings discover them. I want to see a live dinosaur sometime in my life. Huge! Not you, I'm talking about dinosaur bones. This museum should sell dinosaur t-shirts. As I thought, dinosaurs did actually exist in history. Yes, I have surefire proof. I've seen them in so many movies, they must have been real. You're almost 1. It was 1991, right? So I would have been, like summer 91, I would have been about 6. That's kind of awesome. There's nobody inside. I'm not gonna go buy a ticket. March 3rd, 91. Okay, so I was 5. I heard you're friends with the Runaway 5. I'm jealous. That's it for Forside. Where to next? Let's go forward to the end, and then we'll backtrack to get to the credits. Let's do Winters. Can't get into the school. Nyron just called. He's with Dr. Andonuts. The two of them may be able to develop a new scientific theory. You've helped make a beautiful life for everyone. Nyron doesn't call me. Maybe he thinks I'm too annoying, but I don't think so. Trav, did you tell him not to call me? No, I know you wouldn't do that. If you see Nyron, please ask him to call Tony. Thanks. Trav, my husband has been returning home late these days. He says he's busy. I know he's out saving the Earth, but a marriage is also important. Sorry, the bubblegum is sold out. Is it cold outside? The other real direct parallel is the Happy Happyists, the cult with the blue robes, and the way you know it's a direct nod is actually because of the cow in the village, because the Aum Shinrikyo compound where they found, the Russian attack helicopter and the samples of anthrax and weapons and everything was on a dairy farm. And this game has precisely one cow in it, and the cow is in the cult town. So Aum Shinrikyo was a religious cult in Japan in the late 80s and early 90s. And their founder was known for dressing in blue robes, very similar to the Happy Happyists, and the group got popular enough and mainstream enough at one point that they were running candidates for political office. And they didn't win or anything, but their slogans and campaign materials were all very, upbeat and happy. So, and then they ended up perpetrating the Tokyo subway attacks with sarin gas, the first incident of chemical terrorism in our history. And this game has a direct nod to that. Tessie appeared again today and smiled at me. I wonder what Tessie thinks of me. I can't believe that I was so brave. Let's check inside the tents, too. Yeah. Oh, they'd probably have... Do you think my name will make it into the newspaper? They would have to be extremely wealthy to buy a Russian attack helicopter and stash it in their compound. I'm so glad I finally saw it. I'm so happy it brings tears to my eyes and makes my nose run. Boo hoo hoo. Boo hoo. I waited for you. I'm glad to see you again. You're back, Sebastian. I just love making haiku. I have not played Mother 3. It's definitely on my list. I'm the cook for the Tessie Watching Club. How about some stew? Yeah, I'll take it, because I guessed teleport. I might as well get my 8 side points back. As if it matters at this point. Now, I'm told that Mother 3 is equally good, but much sadder than this game. In the monkey community, Trav is famous. You're such a great man. Okay. I guess this is all we can do in Winters. We can't get to Andonuts' lab or to Stonehenge, but as I think about it, I don't think there's anyone there anyway. So, next we could do Summers. Who was Shoko, the founder? The blind acupuncturist, or whatever he was? The sky's blue and the sun is high. The price is here so high it'll make your face turn blue. That's Summers. Thank you again, Mr. Trav. Through the cult. Excuse me. Well, cult leaders do tend to make a lot of money and have a lot of sex. Forget about the adventure. Come back again. It's kind of the two things they do. Fuck their followers and take their money. Don't get too excited about this town. It's a tourist trap. Everyone seems to be nice, but they're just doing it for the money. I know from experience. I can't believe you pronounce hotel as hotel. In this country, hotel is pronounced hotel. What? So then in your country, is otter pronounced as hotter? How should I know these things? Sounds like a good campaign ad. I mean, I'd be down for it. Lest we forget, in 3, there's that moment where a prostitute lures us into a hotel room and her friends mug us and leave us to rot in a jail cell. Getting loot and knocking boots. I'm just trying to take a nap in the shade. Don't bother me. People are so friendly. You look so serious. You're in Summers, a dream paradise. Relax and have some fun. Hotel and hospital both come from French. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I wonder why such serious-looking kids as you would come to this resort town. You guys are spoiling the atmosphere. The guy next to me is really bugging me. He keeps following me around. Wake up in the morning, fall in love. Eat lunch, fall in love. And at night, fall in love again. That's my dream life. She's not having it, dude. I'm sorry. Don't talk to me. My mind is a complete blank. Are you from Eagle Land? If you like adventure, this isn't your kind of place. You should travel across the sea to Scaraba from Toto, the port town. Hospital is the same in French. Interesting. Only a tanning pro like me is able to get an actual suntan on the palms of his hands. Good for you, buddy. Enjoy the skin cancer. Alright. Go back to the upper level now. Yeah, so Eagle Land is this game's faux version of America, which I always thought was kind of funny. We're at the hotel. Infinimora, yes, this is the end. We beat Gygus at the start of the stream. And then you get to the ending, so that you get to wander the entire world without monsters. Most of the characters have new dialogue, and you roll credits after you take the girl home and return to your house. Hey, talking to people at another table in a restaurant is like breaking into their room and checking their drawers for valuables. All of which we do in RPGs, by the way. Yeah, other people on important adventures do such things, but you have to admit that it's bizarre. I like the atmosphere in this restaurant. They have good food, too. I have fake teeth, so I like soft foods. Not like rocks or stones. They're too hard. Wheat! Ooh, sorry. You know, I can't quite describe it. Drinking glass after glass of iced coffee is, well, burp. Ooh, excuse me. That's another one where he was a drunk. Booze? Please, we do not have such trash on our menu. I'll have the braised boa over minced baby leeks. Oh, you're not the waiter. So where's your mom and dad? You mean you kids came in here all by yourselves? Well, I can make your order to go. What can I get for you? Eagle Land is a great nickname for America. Hey, stop putting your grimy fingerprints all over my car, you little punk. I'm actually a surfer, but you can't surf at this beach. Should I become a porter so that I can get tips from all the old folks? Check out the shop. How annoying. Why are you wandering around? Summers is a posh resort made for adults. There's a big monster living in the sea between here and Scaraba. I've seen a picture of it. Ah yes, Club Stoic. This is now a truck stop. Absolutely no minors admitted. The management, the lazy cowpoke stop and go. It's a minor bird. Oh, he just repeats dialogue from other characters. That's alright. If you're bored, go check out the Scaraba Cultural Museum. It may be helpful to you. They have a hieroglyph from a pyramid. There are people in here. You have a good reputation. Wouldn't you like to focus your hard-working energy in the exciting field of archaeology? It's nice seeing you in such good shape. I wonder what Porky Pokey's doing. Yeah, that's the boy I met before. I mean, I am level 99 and kind of a boss. Excellent. Do you feel like you're really experiencing this great historical period? The experience is more valuable than a small gem. Okay. That guy's dialogue is the same. Believe it or not, we're actually getting pretty close. Scaraba and Deep Darkness and Tinda Village are all very small. How long did it take me? You know, I don't remember, because I didn't stream the item hunts. I off-screened those. Another nice day. Summers always has sunny days. I will tell you that this little fella took me like 6 weeks. Not even joking. Yeah, no, if I remember right, I actually found the Sword of Kings pretty fast. My cousin is a nurse in Tucson. She's not good at administering shots. The one she gave me was painful. But I have, you can't see my third character now, but I got 3 star pendants, and I got the Gutsy Bat, and I got the Gaia Beam, and I got the Sword of Kings. The 3 star pendants, that took a long time, but the Gutsy Bat was by far the longest, just because, unlike the other, 1 in 128 items, the enemy that drops it is also super rare, and you can't specifically hunt for it, because every enemy in the Cave of the Past looks the same, so you have to enter every battle to see if it's a bionic kraken or not. East of here is the port town of Toto. No, I'm not a billboard. Yeah, no, I've played this game a bunch of times, and this is the very first time I've ever actually gotten a Gutsy Bat. I'm a mighty sailor man. A mountain man I'm not. The open sea is home for me, and mountains aren't worth snot. I'm writing a song for sailors. I'm gonna have to disagree with you about the value of mountains, but I also like the ocean. Across the sea, there's a do-to-do. That's the same. I don't know about proud. It's like being... It's neat. I don't think I'll ever bother doing it again if I do play this game, because it, something that you find on literally the last screen before the final boss. I'm a grave robber. I was scared of the pyramid at Scaraba, so I didn't go in. But I tell people that I saw mummy-type monsters with my very own eyes. It's more just like a badge of honor to get it once, because it really doesn't make a difference in the fight against Gygus, which is really the only place you can use it. I think this is a nice town. Come back when you grow up. I heard that Kraken fin makes a good soup. I can hardly believe that people actually eat it, and yet I've heard that it's a gourmet dish. I just don't get it. Dinosaurs existed. I saw one. It had been out of the underground when it dried out. Of course it was dead. Believe what I'm saying. If you come closer, I'll play the trumpet. I don't know how to play yet. Meow. Don't you just love when games do that? Eh, not really, not gonna lie. But, it'd be one thing if it actually made a difference, but the fight with Gygus ends up being so scripted, there's really no point in getting it. I guess it makes a little bit of a difference in the first 2 phases. Alright. Let's go to Scaraba. Yeah, Eastpork, I don't know if you know this, but I live in Colorado, and right at the foot of the Rocky Mountains. If you're going to the pyramid, prepare well, blah blah blah. Okay. Now let's check out Scaraba. The Tenda tribe used to live here. That's no different. Use the Casey Bat? Never seen you around here. That's wild, because the Casey Bat only hits 1 in 4 times. It's 25% accuracy. I get way too frustrated, because even with everybody else's psi powers, Ness's primary attack is typically your hardest hitter. Summer in Texas. Yeah, I'd be tired too. It's just, Colorado gets hot if you're not actually up in the mountains, which I'm not, but not as bad as Texas. Nobody's dialogue here has changed so far. That's bizarre. So they don't have mosquitoes like in Wisconsin. I mean, we have mosquitoes, but I have spent time in Minnesota. I did a canoe trip through Boundary Water, so I know what you mean about those Great Lakes mosquitoes up there. This is weird. Everybody here has the same dialogue as before. It's unusual. I stayed here the whole time you were gone, but now I don't know why I did. Except that guy. His changed. You grew up near the Rockies? Yeah, I love living in Colorado. It's fantastic. I really have no desire to move anywhere else. I did 3 years in downtown Chicago for law school. Cut through the pyramid to get back to Dungeon Man. I'm rather certain he'll have something new to say. My 3 years in Chicago was it was valuable life experience. Even though I work in downtown Denver, but I don't live there because even Denver is a little bit big for my sensibilities. I like to live someplace smaller and quieter. Commute to the city for work. Oh, those Chicago winters were something else, man. That wind off of Lake Michigan just cuts through anything you're wearing like a knife. It's horrible. The job offer made you and your parents want to move to Canada? Interesting. Now we're gonna have to walk all the way through Dungeon Man, too. That's alright. Still not very long. Let's check this way. Gosh, I can't remember. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Right, 4 ropes. You just want to live in the middle of nowhere. And it's hard because if it was really feasible, I would want to live at the family cabin in Wyoming full time. I mean, it's totally off the grid, miles from the nearest person. But you gotta get food, you know, and I like a nice balance of access to everything I need, but the ability to be alone. You're all dual citizens. That's actually pretty neat. I think it'd be fine to live in Canada. If you're into hockey and cold, which, as if you know me, you realize I most certainly am. So. Yeah, I've been to Casper. The closest town to our cabin is Saratoga. It's about a 45-minute trip. Ah, there he is. Hey, buddy. Welcome. I don't know how, but my homemade dungeon helped you out. I'm glad. That's it. Alright, fine. Alright, we'll take a little detour to... Oh, we did get to come out the other side. Nice. You returned from exploring the deep darkness? I cannot believe you made it back alive. Alright, next we will do... Dalam. Oh, well, I have to disagree with you there, Eastfork. I am obsessed with hockey, Colorado Avalanche in particular. Prince Lost has returned, so everyone is extremely happy. Please stay and relax. Hey buddy, you're here. We have little, but stay and rest for a while. But I'm impressed. You did so well for one who hasn't had much training. As I thought the prophecy foretold of our only chance for success, please enjoy the life ahead of you as a regular boy. We understand that you've experienced hardship in the past. No one could fight the evil entity except you. We are proud. We are happy. Boxing? Interesting choice. I've watched some boxing matches. The last one I really remember vividly was like I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but I'll tell you anyway. I thought philosophy was the study of stones. I now realize it's about studying all night. What? It's not. It was the one that was kind of controversial when Manny Pacquiao lost a few years ago. Do you remember that one? Beat boot. Dalam is, thankfully, very small. Prince Lost has good relationships with foreigners. What an international person. Please come in, look around the house as much as you want. Prince Lost is so cool, but you're also young and tough. I didn't eat any garlic today, so the room doesn't stink. I wonder if Prince Lost succeeded in moo training. I wanted him to come by and show me his best barnyard impression. Hello. Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, my foreign language skills worked. See, these people all have new dialogue. I'm waiting for Prince Lost to see me and say I love you. I wish I could recover my PP just by drinking water. Even though I have never seen him before, I heard that the prince can do that. I guess I need more training. By the way, just what is PP anyway? Yeah, I do it's not quite boxing. I do a martial arts workout once a week. It's my Saturday item. Okay, we're done here, so let's head to Deep Darkness. Now, I typically try to work out every day. I've also added running back into my regimen. I want to become a pig. Let's see, are these all in the same dialogue? I do. This is new. I was born in this dark, creepy area. I live, grow up, and die here. That's my entire life as a monkey. Do you have the monkey's love? Yes, actually I do. I wonder if the swamp still hurts you. Let's find out. Nope. Remember, we can warp directly to Tenda Village too, so we just need to chat with these people and then we'll be done here. Sure. I'll stay for free, get my 16 psi points or whatever it is back. The thing I always say about working out is anything actually works. You have to find something that you can stick to and commit to. And that varies from person to person. If you do just about anything consistently, you'll do just fine with exercise. Tenda Village. Hi. Welcome to this far. Take a rest. Long journey must have been. In the whole inn we have. Free. Stay. You do CrossFit. I try to keep things varied. You know, I do resistance training 3 times a week, cardio twice, flexibility twice, and I run 5 days a week on top of all that. I'm a woman. Did you think I was a man? The book Overcoming Shyness was very helpful to us. We've kept it for a long time, but I'll return it now. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot about this. I got the Shyness book. We're living in peace now in a wide variety of lifestyles. Yes, Apotham, that's very true. Thank you very much. Eating right really matters. No need to watch that cutscene again. Hi, how are you today? Oh, you're not feeling well? Be healthy. Eating right is much harder than exercising. That is completely true. More Horn of Life? I satisfied. See ya. Underground, very large area. Exist. Dinosaurs. Big. Scary. Lost underworld. Stone. There is. Talks lots. Recently, everyone is able to talk a lot, so I've lost my identity. My power. Awe-inspiring. Good evening. I'm a talking rock. But the rocks around here don't talk too much. The rock that talks the most is deep down in the labyrinth, ways ahead in the lost underworld. Don't forget to talk to the rock. It's important. I found it very difficult at first to eat right. When I was in law school, when I got out of law school, I weighed I want to say 250 pounds, and it was not healthy at all. It was the deep dish pizzas and the food delivery and the late nights and the not exercising because I was in law school and blah, 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 blah. But when I got back to Colorado and committed to getting in shape, I really trained myself to eat right, exercise a lot. And once you actually make it a habit, I find it pretty easy to stick with. But it's that first, 3 to 6 months where you're really training your mind to want healthy food even, that part's tough. Go to the underworld. Near the finish line, folks. We have the underworld, Tucson, Happy Village, and Onett left to poke around in. Oh, the earthquake's still happening. Not that it matters at this point. Hey, strange fellow. After an earthquake. That's the same. I totally forgot that you could actually take the Shyness book back to the library. I don't remember what happens. I'm excited to see. Yeah, I got to the point where I'm at the point now where I really have to start paying attention. I'm currently in the best shape of my life, but I'm going to turn 35 in August, so I can't get away with eating crap anymore like a 20-year-old can. These people are all having the same dialogue. You guys helped the upper tribe and the lower tribe gain unity again. Soon we'll be one village again. Thank you. It may be my imagination, but I think I hear the sound of other Tenda talking up above. I wonder, have they overcome their shyness? Tenda women up above ground are pretty, but the men seem kind of run down. I don't need words anymore. I'll turn back into a simple rock. This fearless fellow out here. Hot Springs rock! Alright. I think that's it. Let me check down by the fire spring just in case there was somebody there. Then we'll head to Tucson. We'll actually take Tiff home at long last. Oops. There we go. Well, consider yourself fortunate if that's the case, eSport. I'm actually, I got scared of how big I got because there's morbid obesity in my family, and without dinosaurs, this place seems like it is missing something big. So when I started to feel like I was getting really big, it scared the shit out of me. It was really important for me to fix it, and now it's really important to me to maintain it. Alright. Now we will head to Tucson. Oh darn. Teleport didn't quite work. That's a shame. Yeah, I dropped 80 pounds since law school, and could fairly call me obsessive about it, but I don't mess around with my health habits. Welcome. I've been giving out info about Tucson for years now. I'll quit this job and I'll get married. The mole's still here? Yeah. You listened to my advice and fought courageously. You rock. Obsessive. It's not you at all. No, look at me, making sure I track down every single NPC before I actually let this game end. Do I have a mushroom on my head? His dialogue's the same. Good luck, okay? Other than that, I'm actually pretty nearly done tracking down and speaking to every NPC in the game before I let the credits roll and we sing the song. Just as I thought, you two make such a nice couple. Do you want to ride a bike? That's not going to work. 2 people on 1 bike is strictly forbidden. Kidnapping is wrong. I'll be careful not to kidnap anyone. Didn't you talk to me before? I believe I said, this department store isn't crowded. I like that, or something to that effect. I always feel much better after hearing my mom's voice over the phone. You should call your mom sometime. Believe me, those melancholy feelings will be gone before you know it. I find that's true for me. I often feel sorry for people who it isn't. I saw you a long time ago, maybe about the time that meteorite hit Onett. Yum yum. Her dialogue is the same. We've bumped into each other before. You seem to love department stores. I do too. Full completionist, that's the way to go. Why would you be content missing out on content? I mean, I know lots of people are, but I've never understood it. At least if I like a game. But I'm really, really glad that the Fallout 3 playthrough brought you here. I really enjoyed that one. Hey, it's the boy who wears the same outfit all the time. You seem happy enough, but who knows? I mean, if I'm really not enjoying a game, I typically don't finish it. I've done a few blind streams. You know, I think that blind is better for horror games and puzzle games. But if you're doing something else, I prefer to know it. I mean, that's kind of just my shtick, is to know what I'm doing when I play a game for you guys. I realize other people do things differently, and that's alright, but that's... Well, let's do this dialogue first. Now I get it. You're not from this town. So where do you come from? Can you play with me again someday? I'm sorry that I made you worry. You woke me from that nightmare. Oh, these are the former happiest. That's why I haven't played Resident Evil 3 yet, because I do think... I always see you walking around. Walking is good for your health. I think horror games are... This town feels so much more peaceful and safe. I keep interrupting myself. I think horror games are much better streaming experiences blind, and then you can replay them on super hard mode and get a list or a guide and find all the things you missed. But the other day, did you speak to a boy who invents stuff? I'm gonna go to Happy before I actually take Tiff all the way home. You played PT? Oh, PT's a good one. My shot didn't hurt. I'm sure everyone was talking about it, but don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do Blind RE3. That's relatively high on the list. You look healthy, but you spend a lot of time at the hospital. My story is the same. Do you want to hear it again? Sure. Okay, you asked for it. Ready? I wanted to see the circus in 3 the next town over, but I hurt my leg in the Peaceful Rest Valley. It was either Deus Ex or System Shock. Awesome. My friend who joined the Happy religion came to see me a while ago. We've become friends again. Thief Master Race checking in. Oh, the OG! Thief's the first game I ever did. I'm in perfect tip-top health now. I just wish I had more visitors. First game I ever did. Favorite game of all time. Thief Master Race. The Deus Ex and System Shock were early. I think I did Deus Ex second and System Shock third, so those are pretty close. No, I did System Shock. Oops. No, God, I can't remember. But I know Deus Ex and System Shock were 2 and 3. I can't for the life of me remember the order right now. Didn't I see you at the Tapala Theater in Foreside? So you're a Runaway 5 groupie too. We will be closed for a short period. Thank you for your many years of support. Mr. Poochie-Fud, manager, Chaos Theater. I didn't know that. I was in the /V threads for Thief. That's awesome. If only the series was more popular. You're fantastic. You even take time to talk to animals. Well, see, now they're making me feel good. If you're looking for Venus's house, it's next door. You thought I was shilling myself? That was not me. I have never spent any time on 4chan. I got a letter from my daughter. She wants me to see her next show. A book of photographs of her is coming out soon. I really hope she kept her clothes on. Times have sure changed. That's fantastic. I'm always glad when devotees of a particular game appreciate the time and effort I put into being good at them. And Thief is my all-time favorite, so that really makes me happy. Berglund Park seems kind of dangerous, but there's some great stuff there. I heard that the kidnapped girl was saved. What? You saved her? That's hard to believe. You don't seem like the hero type to me. Let's see, these are all shopkeepers. Is Everdread back in his house? No. I wonder where he is. That's a character we ought to be able to talk to again, I think. I came to buy condiments. I wonder what would be good. Or this is the same. He's describing the now totally redundant condiment system. That stupid slob, the Apple Kid, is suddenly missing. I think the town seems cleaner somehow. The Orange Kid is deep into a world-class invention. It must be hard being an ultra genius. Did you come here to get your investment money back? No? Can you wait a little longer? I promise I'll finish my brilliant invention. I rely on your support, even though I am a super genius. Their Apple Kid's house should be empty. Oh yeah, he's in Saturn Valley, of course it is. Let's bounce down and chat with this guy. I actually think I'm gonna take Tiff to Onette, because I'm pretty sure there's different dialogue there if she's still with you. Oh, guy's gone. Go figure. That little hike to the tunnel was all for naught. I've since been overtaken. When Clatramus started his own YouTube channel, I am forced, not really forced, I'm happy to concede that he is better at Thief than I am. He's the only one I'll say that about without an argument, though. Peanuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, pecans, macadamia nuts, cashews, almonds, giant pine nuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios. Which one do you like? Yes. I asked you which one do you like. Morrowind is your favorite game? Morrowind is good. I have a lot of old broken junk, but I hate to throw anything away. If you have a friend who is knowledgeable about mechanics, that person might be able to fix something for you overnight. Okay, that's talking about Nyron fixing invention, or fixing broken stuff. Oh, I remember that email. And, you know, I actually, the answer I gave you to that email is still true. Whenever I do Oblivion, like, I'll stream it and I will also create a written guide for it because, it has the same problem Morrowind did before I wrote that one, which is that nobody has ever actually written a guide. It's just a quest list, but solving quests is not what's hard about Elder Scrolls games. It's deciding what to do and when to do it. To get 3, the bus is most convenient. Yeah, we'll skip the preschool for now. Take the bus or not to take the bus? I get sick pretty easily. You don't have a town map? You didn't borrow one from the Onette library? You know, it'll probably be a little while in Vinamora just because that's going to be such a gigantic time investment. Like, that's going to be the next New Vegas, you know. My thoughts on happiness have changed. I heard that you, Tiff, beat up the kidnapper. You're my favorite. So, I mean, I'll put it this way. I will probably do Oblivion sometime after I finish Baldur's Gate. Because you know how after I do one of those giant playthroughs, I like to take some time to play a few shorter games. So the next big thing is going to be Baldur's Gate 2. It's too bad you can't teleport to Happy Happy Village. Nope. Oh, his dialogue is as though nothing has changed. Is that Trav? You're always so cheerful. Thanks for the help the other day. A blind of VG? What's VG? Oh, VG3. BG3. I don't know if I'd do a D&D RPG blind. It would take some convincing, because I hate to stream a game where I don't know what I'm doing. Baldur's Gate is great, Eastport. I think you'd really like it. And I am incredibly excited for the third one coming out. Of everything that's like currently in development, it's probably my most hype. Oh, he didn't ask me if I wanted his hint. Alright, here we are at Happy Happy Village. Formerly Cult, now Nice. Thanks ahead of time. Finally, I have a chance to apologize. Yeah, I'll almost certainly buy the GOG version. That's what I do. Thanks ahead of time. Whoa. Now they're all saying that same thing. That's weird. I heard many footprints. She's still the same. What was the anti-blue place like? Was it scary? Yes. Did you see a huge mole like I've heard lives there? I shouldn't be so desperate to chase after happiness. I have not tried the Switch version. Alright, hers is the same. Hey, long time no see. You're a friend of the famous Runaway 5. No interest in losing access to games you paid for. No, me either. I hate DRM. Wow, it's been a long time. Your cat, do you ever wash it? Thanks ahead of time. It's weird that so many of them are saying that. Yeah, no, if it's on GOG, that's where I buy it. I don't hate Steam like some people do, but thanks ahead of time. But yeah, if you have the option of DRM or not, why would you ever have DRM? Don't you think the mental health of everyone in the village is improved? It certainly seems that way. Hi, you. That's true, eSport, but a good computer can last you longer and it's better. Like, I think I mentioned, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but I got this puppy with a 9th Gen i5 CPU and a GeForce 2060 for $900, which, you know, I know that's about twice the price of a console, but it's much higher end and it'll probably last longer too. Hi, I'm fine. You look fine also. The Happy Happy religious group has broken up. This building is temporarily closed. Oh, so I don't get to talk to Carpenter and see what he's been up to. That's a shame. Alright, anyway, we'll teleport to Onett now. Like I said, I'll take Tiff to the preschool after we've done everything else. Start down here at the mouse's house and go from there. Oh, nothing different here. Ooh, I have tried Morrowind on the original Xbox, and it would have blown my mind if, you know, I'd only had consoles before that. Isn't it nice to talk to so many people? I gave you some advice when I spoke to you the first time, right? Not having Galaxy on Linux is annoying. Oh, that's right. You're the one who's big into Linux support. Where now does Steam support Linux? Is that right? Psst, I'm not really one of the gang. Doesn't seem like many of these are very different. Here we go. Why are you asking about a driver's license? You're way too young to even think about getting behind the wheel, you little pest. Well, the riot's over. Now I can move on to parking enforcement. Hooray! Life is good. Dum-dee-dee-dee. So you've traveled all over the world. I bet you didn't meet anyone stronger than I, did you? I know that you didn't. Trying to only bother reading the ones that have actually changed. Listen to this. I finished Earthbound. Well, I'm very close to joining you in that club. The Steam client is on Linux. I see. Alright. To the arcade. Oh. Yeah. You sure are strong. You got me, at least. So you're a real Rambo type guy? I don't think so. Yep. Open soon, Mock Pizza Onette branch. To the hospital. Oh, we're so close to the end now. Hello, and you are? Oh, this is the same. As is that. My smash wound will soon heal. It's you again. Yep, it's me, alright. Welcome to Onette Hospital. I run the place. I run the place. Have I told you this joke already? Oh, sorry. Okay, those were new. Let's go check out the house we bought toward the beginning of the game. Has an ocean view. A house in such good condition can't be that cheap. Right? He charged us $7,500 for it, which, think about it, I must be the happiest man in the world. It's crazy how close to the end we are. I wanted to see you, Tiff. Some of these are the same. That's fine. That's the same. Oh, that's a pretty good idea, if I don't get around to it before then. Frank's not in the arcade, he's in the hamburger shop, smiling away. Yeah, so we're partway through a nightmare difficulty playthrough of Alien Isolation. Yeah, if I don't get around to it before then, that's actually a pretty good idea. Game I bought years ago but never got very far in it. What's that? And are you suggesting I play it sometime? Or are you talking about Alien Isolation? You look like someone who's going to do something big. What was I thinking? You did something really big. Since way, way back, you and I have been very tight. Pals, basically. Yeah. Oh, Trav, I saw a picture in the international newspaper of someone who looks like you, but there's no way it was you. Maybe you'd like to study my city management techniques so that you could become mayor someday? Since I returned peace to the town of Onett, I was re-elected mayor. Are you here to celebrate? Yes. Thanks a lot. From this day forward until the day I die, I will dedicate my life to peace in Onett. Alien Isolation's great. You should give it another whirl, Eastport, although you mentioned you're not very good at stealth games. That makes that one pretty tough. Bow wow. I've seen you around a lot lately. Do you actually think you can just come up and talk to me anytime you want? Why, yes, I do. The news is funnier than me, apparently. In this town, you're famous. I heard you asked a Tucson girl out on a date. What's her name? You know, you have one of those baby faces that really attracts the girls, you lucky boy. The hotel is located to the west. I'm sad because I only got this short message. Little fourth wall breaks in this game are pretty funny, I think. Are you Trav? My son said something about going to a hideout. Oh, I know where that is. Hint guy. Actually, I wonder what the hint guys say. After you finish, I'll talk to one of them. Well, I want to thank you for all the times that you used the hint shop. It's been a while since I first saw you. This is my final day in business. Well, so long, kid. No, Master Trav. See you again if fate allows it. You used to look much more helpless. Hooray, the sharks are gone from the arcade. Now I can go in, except I don't have any money to play the games. Check it out, Frank works in the burger shop now. Hello, sir, how may I help you? Aren't you Trav? After our battle, I became serious and have been working very hard. I've even been doing some training for, well, a little bit of pro wrestling. It's the ring for me, baby. So you made it back alive. You must have many stories to tell. Let's get together for a drink when you have a chance so I can hear your stories. I'm talking about drinking mineral water. I'm still underage, you know. It's the only direct reference to alcohol in the game, I think. Here comes the spirit of the game designer again. Ruff, you're finally almost to the end of the game. If you want to tell me your comments on this game, you may write to me using Nintendo's address on the box. Send your comments attention Earthbound, Rufini the dog. Now get ready for the ending. It's all that's left. Enjoy it. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I told you some strange info again. I'll go back to being a normal dog now. Woof. We talk about eating booze. Well, that's just because that's what I named it. Ah, it's you. I've seen you in the newspaper. Aren't you the extraordinary girl from Tucson? Yes. Can I have your autograph? Is an airheaded question. I won't ask you for it. Almost done now. Yeah, I named my favorite food is booze and my favorite thing is boozing. So that's why those showed up. Alright, let's see. We got the hideout, the library, the treasure hunter's house, and my house. I would say I've got a pretty good grasp on fighting enemies at this point. Trav, that rocks! Yesterday I finally became a hideout member. Please come back and visit. Trav, I've been thinking about our gang's name. It's We'll Laugh About It Tomorrow. Do you like it? Yes. My philosophy is peace to all men. Really? You like it? I knew you would understand. You seem to be gaining self-confidence or something. During your trip, were you popular everywhere you went? I'm jealous. I wish I was popular like you. Hi Trav, it's starting to get crowded in this hideout. I was considering moving to Beaks Point. What do you think? Yes. Do you really agree? Let's build a strong, sturdy shack. I'm curious. I'm not sure if I've ever actually returned the book. If she's in a good mood, a lady in the library will kiss you. Hi. It's not necessary to return the map now. Come back in the year 2001 to return it. These guys are all the same. Hi, nice to meet you. I'd really love to sit down and chat with you someday. I'll talk about my adventure and you can tell me about all of your mistakes. I'm cramming. This is the same. That's the same. I remember apparently returning it doesn't involve talking to someone. Maybe I have to put it directly back on the shelf. These days have been peaceful. I miss the UFOs and monsters because they haven't been around recently. Very, very, very close. I know I keep saying that, but we're down to like two or three more buildings to explore at this point. The game never lets you into one of the bathrooms, which I always thought was weird. Clap, clap, clap. When I see you, I get the urge to give you a hand. Why did they give me the book back? There must be something I can do with it. Maybe if I use it. Like an item. Finally, you've come to return the book. Seems like you finished it. You're such a good boy. As a reward, I'll give you a kiss. Mwah. Oh, there we go. Alright, we gotta zip up the hill to get to the treasure hunter. I'm sure he'll have something to say. While I'm up here, I'll see if there's anything happening at the meteorite, too. You're being vain, Trav. Life is not that easy. You just saved the Earth from a crisis. Don't act so stuck up. When I was younger, I too saved the Earth many times. I live a modest life. That's the way it should be. Don't you think a real hero is someone like me? No. Trav, don't be such a snob. Let's see what happens if I say yes. When you grow up, why don't you become my partner and we'll make lots of money? Alright, keep doing that. I've got a little knot under my left shoulder blades bothering me right now. Check out the meteorite. Seems like a big meteorite landed here not too long ago. No kidding. Alright. We're done messing around. It's time to actually trigger the ending. Oh, we still have Pokey's house. Let's see what. The game won't end if I go to my house with Tiff still with me, I'm pretty sure. Salutations, you're the boy living next door. I heard that your family is in debt. Ms. Minch told me about it. Well, live and learn. You just have to keep plugging away. As usual, you're wearing your grubbies, so what do you want? My son isn't at home now, he's walking around somewhere. My husband is also gone. Oh yes, this is Mr. Pretty Man. He always has great advice, he's a real gentleman, he is. You'll be happy that you met him. And Picky. I haven't seen you in a while, you look cool. I'm nowhere near as cool as you, I'm just average cool. Alright. I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna screw anything up, but I'm gonna save state just in case. I really should go home. I shouldn't be out just wandering here and there. Don't you think so? No. Well, okay. I guess I would like to be with you a little longer. I'm gonna have her meet my mom. Wow, you've become such a strong young man. I'd like to hear all of your stories, but I don't want to annoy you as soon as you walk through the door. I want to have a chance to get to know your little girlfriend. It's good to meet you, Tiff. After all your chats with people you met on your adventure are finally over, please come back here. The photo man brought an album by. I'd like to look at it with you. Other dogs haven't figured it out yet, but I know that you guys saved the world. Talk to Sissy. Goody, my brother is back. You've got a lot of catching up to do with your schoolwork, York. If you have any problems with your assignments, I'll help you. Don't get freaked out. Did Escargot Express, my old company, help you? I've saved some money, so we'll do the lunch thing sometime. You also got a new girlfriend? Your adventure must have been pretty good. Do you need help with anything other than your schoolwork? No. Okay, you relax now. So she'll still swap out items. Shouldn't be any point in doing so this late. Alright. That's everything. So, now we will find a good enough spot. This should work. Still a little tight. Here we go. Alright, take Tiff home. Alrighty. To the preschool. And I suppose when it comes up in the credits, I will sing the song. After all, Walt said there's no debate, I must. He's smiling. Trav, thank you for escorting me home. There was something I wanted to tell you, but I've forgotten it. I'm sure I'll remember by the time I see you again. Well, I guess this is it. Goodbye. So long. See ya. Bye. When I grow up, I want to be just like Tiff. Thank you for saving Tiff. You are my hero. These are all the same. You've lost some weight since I saw you last, Trav. Tiff must have had quite an adventure. I'm glad you live so close to us. Why don't you drop by more often? I'm working at making better booze. You're a very strong young man. My opinion of you has changed. Perhaps you should continue dating Tiff. Just treat her right. Come by and visit any time. You can even sleep on the living room couch instead of the one in the den. Meow. Trav, I guess it's time for you to go home. Everyone's probably worried about you. Alright. Ending time. Alright, now we walk back home and that will be that. Might do one last act. Oh yeah, I should actually use the phone. I'm sure Dad has some new dialogue since we're at the end. I can have a save right here. Stoic Club. Yo, this is the Lazy Cowpoke Stop and Go. Yeah, we're a new truck stop. We just opened. What's that? The Stoic Club? That lame old place shut down ages ago. We totally remodeled the place. Now we've got loud music, great food, and really rowdy crowds. Listen, buddy, I'm too busy to talk to you right now. Just drop by anytime. You come, you enjoy, I promise. Click, beep, beep, beep. Mock Pizza. Hello, this is Mock Pizza. Our delivery men got tired and quit, so we decided to close the shop. Thank you for consistently using us for all of your pizza needs. Like, are streams normally going to be at this time? It's hard to say. I think it's pretty good because it strikes a nice balance between my people in Europe and my people in the States, but it's largely going to be contingent on my own availability too. I'm going to try really hard to keep the schedule on the channel page accurate and give significant advance notice of when streams are going to be in the Discord. Dad. Hi, it's your dad. To get to the next level? I guess I don't need to tell you this anymore. Next week will be your birthday, Trav. I'm trying very hard to be home for that big day. I'll be sure to get you a good present. I've been following your adventures closely, but I want to hear about them from you in person. You sound a lot more mature over the phone. Well, I'll see you at home then. Bye. Alright, Mama, let's do this. Did you finish doing everything that you wanted to? Yes. Okay, now you can finally share your incredible experiences with me. You did so well. Yeah, Eastport, if I can target a particular time, like, I'll do this time, like, anytime it works for me, because I think it works pretty well for a transoceanic audience. Cast. Picky Minch. Lardna Minch. Aloysius Minch. Pokey Minch. Buzz Buzz. Liar Exaggerate. Frank Fly. The Sharks. B.H. Perkle. Captain Strong. Onet Police Force. Tiff's mom. Tiff's dad. Tiff. Orange Kid. Apple Kid. Mr. Everdread. Runaway 5. Happy Happiest. This game is just so special to me. I love it so much. Card Painter. Bubble Monkey. Tony. Maxwell. Tessie. Tessie Watching Club. Rickroad. Dr. Andonuts. Nyron. Mr. Saturn. Master Belch. George Montague. Gerardo Montague. Talarama. Hildegard Manoli. Venus. Lost. Lost's Master. Star Master. Dungeon Man. Noble Warrior. Tenda Tribesman. Flying Man. Dad, Hank. Tracy, Trav, Mom. Fuzzy Pickles. And then the photographer finally unveils the photo album, which is where the actual credits roll, and the song plays. So I'll sing along just so you can learn that it actually has lyrics and what they are. It's a little high for me, so if it's weak falsetto, I apologize. I haven't lived nearly half of the life that most adults have lived in the world, but I still have many memories right here in my old backpack. Satoru Iwata. I have my favorite baseball cap and my sneakers with their worn out heels. Deep in my pocket you will find my very worn guitar pick. We had a long journey filled to the brim with such awful things that made us cry. But through it all, I realized you never left my side. Through the adventures we shared, I thought of you as a friend, true to the core. Now our journey's at its end, and I can see that my heart felt something much more. Anyway, these days, everybody associates this song with Satoru Iwata because he was really responsible for localizing Earthbound and getting it to us. And we all know the other wonderful things he went on to do. R.I.P. Mr. Iwata, you are sorely missed. And on our travels of air, land, and sea, we played around, had some laughs, and got hurt. Through finding shortcuts and looping around, I found one thing to be true. No matter how many people you meet, you just can't believe in everyone. But even so, you can't cast aside the people who you love. You made me strong just being who you are. With you by my side, we faced all the odds, and through it all, you showed me your strength. You always walked with a smile, like a gentle wind blowing through the grass. Your smile kept me on. But the two who had shared those smiles and tears are now far apart. And there you go. Yes, Alex, we are at the end. It is over. Earthbound is finished. Yeah, so those of you who have been here for all of it, those of you who just came in today, I really hope I added something pleasant to your lives. I cannot recommend this game enough. It's one of the formative games for me. I played it when it first came out in 1995, and I haven't really stopped. I play it all the time. So, thank you so much. Next. Oh, wait. I forgot about this. Hello, it's your dad. The receiver phone goes. At least I appreciate that. It's a little bit too high for me. I forgot about this. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. Picky. That's right, I remember this. A letter arrived from my brother Pokey. It is addressed to Trav. There's no stamp, and it's not time for the mailman to come. Anyway, I brought it over. It says, "Come and get me, loser. Spankety, spankety, spankety." I wonder where he is. There we go. The end. Question mark. And I do know that Pokey does appear in Mother 3. I know that much about it, so there we go. That is the actual end of Earthbound. I got a little bit premature there. Anyway. Yeah, no, I know the second half is shaky. I mean, I don't claim to have a good voice. I can carry a tune, but that's definitely higher than my range. Anyway, as I was saying, that's been Earthbound. Joy of the game to play. So glad you all could join me for part or all of it. Up next, going to start my 100% run of the Talos Principle, including Road to Gehenna, because I have not yet done the expansion on stream. I will be doing that, just so you're aware, since you were asking about my schedule earlier, Esporca. I'm going to start Talos tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and do about a 3-hour stream, so 10 to 1 Mountain Time. Talos Principle. I hope some or all of you can be there. I will be sad if you can't, but that is what it is. And next, after that, I'm going to be, I'll continue to, I won't finish it in 3 hours, so I'll continue Talos on Saturday evening. I'm not sure of the exact time yet, but I will, of course, put it on the channel schedule and announce it in the Discord. Infinimora, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. It's really, really good to be back. Thank you all for being here. And anyway, those of you let me get back to my standard ending spiel. Those of you who joined me live on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button so you can see the next time we go live. If you're catching the VOD later on, or if you're watching later on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I realize it can be tough to make streams, especially because my schedule is variable, but everything I do makes its way over to the YouTube channel, so if you subscribe there, you won't miss anything. And finally, regardless of the way you're watching, thank you. I hope that I was worthy of your time and attention. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will see, hopefully, a lot of you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Bye-bye.